This training session is purely for educational and information purpose. You should not perform any cyber attack, or you should not act as a threat actor after learning. In this training session, we'll be covering a threat simulation, so that you will understand how to detect and remediate those threats. So you will be injecting malware, you will be putting ransomware on the system. At any point in time, the intention is not to prepare you to become a threat actor, so that after this training, you will intentionally put those malwares or ransomware in your production system and unnecessarily connect them. So the entire purpose of this training is to provide you education and information. The content that I will present in this training, including references to SentinelOne and other cybersecurity product, they are purely based on publicly available information. So I will not be using any content which is licensed. I will be sharing information which is readily available on OEM website, which is on SentinelOne, or publicly available. And it will also be a result of my independent research and my personal experience that I will share in this training session. This training is not sponsored by or officially endorsed by SentinelOne. So this is a requirement from your employer to upskill the employees on SentinelOne, a Singularity platform, or SentinelOne EDR product. And that is why we are delivering this training. This has not been sponsored by SentinelOne or officially endorsed by SentinelOne. All trademarks, logos, images, and product names are the property of their respective owners. In this presentation, while I deliver this training, I will open a lot of web portals. I will show you a lot of content which would include images, which may include logos, trademarks. Please remember, they do not belong to me. They are the properties of their respective owners, respective OEM or independent service providers. I will only be using them for identification and education reference only. No proprietary content, confidential material is being distributed or reproduced without authorization. So the entire presentation is created by myself or my team members by taking content from internet or from SentinelOne, publicly available information, which is available on SentinelOne, website, or different SentinelOne forums and blogs. So we have taken the information from there. We've not taken any information which is not authorized or which should only be accessible to authorized individuals. The content shared with the participants is already available on public domain and SentinelOne official website. I have just consolidated them into this PowerPoint so that you get the crux of it. You get the cream out of it. Participants are advised to verify product feature, licensing terms, and usage guidelines. You have been granted access to a licensed portal of SentinelOne. However, in your production environment, or once you go back to your business, you will probably see a difference in terms of capabilities. You may see less capabilities, more capabilities, depending on what SKU or what product features are enabled in your environment. So you are advised to use them. You're advised to connect with OEM or independent software vendors before implementation in real world environments. By attending this session, you acknowledge and agree that the trainer is not liable for any misuse, misinterpretation, and unauthorized application of the information shared. So I abstain from any liability with respect to any information that I will share. If that information or knowledge you put it to wrong use, and if that affects your production environment, I will not be held accountable and responsible for the same. So I would need acknowledgement from each and every participant before we proceed further.